Hello everybody, welcome to another Smrt Live class. My name is Mark Roberts, I am your teacher today. Ask questions please in the chat. If you have any questions, please ask me. Please ask in chat, okay? And my friend Lane will pass the questions to me. He will send the questions to me. Today we're going to talk about adjectives and adverbs. We're going to talk about this a little more. We talked about this last week a little bit, and some students had some problems. When do we use adjectives? When do we use adverbs? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about special verbs, and we're going to talk about linking verbs. And then finally, we're going to talk about making comparisons. And making comparisons, we're going to talk about comparative adjectives. Comparative adjectives. So let's get started. Now, adjectives, what do adjectives do, right? Well, remember last week we talked about adjectives. Adjectives describe nouns. They describe nouns. So let's look at some examples here. This is the same example as last week, but example, the house is big. The house is big. Or the expensive makeup was on sale. So here, expensive is an adjective, and it's describing the noun makeup. So I think you guys understand that, okay? Most students in my classes understand, okay, adjectives describe nouns. But they don't understand adverbs usually. They understand, okay, yes, they understand beautiful is an adjective, right? And then usually we can make an adverb with ly, right? Usually we can make an adverb. Not always, but maybe about 90% of the time we can make an adverb just by adding ly to an adjective to make an adverb, right? Let me push that up here. So there are many kinds of adverbs in English. There are many kinds. I don't want to talk about all the kinds of adverbs today, okay? I want to focus on one kind of adverb. We're going to call this an adverb of manner, okay? Now, an adverb of manner describes a verb. It describes a verb, and it describes the manner. If you don't understand manner, that's okay. It describes the way an action is done. Okay? So let me give you an example, okay? Really, really easy example. Listen to me right now. Can you hear me? Right? No, you can't. You cannot hear me. You cannot hear me. Right? Why couldn't you hear me? Right? Well, what is the way that Mark was speaking? What is the way that Mark was speaking? What manner? If you don't understand manner, way. Well, of course, the word here is quiet. Now, quiet is an adjective. So what noun, what thing can we describe with quiet? Well, example, Mark's voice, right? Mark's voice was quiet. Mark's voice was quiet. So here we're describing voice, okay? So we use an adjective to describe the noun. But If we want to describe Mark's action, Mark was speaking. This is an action, right, guys? This is an action. So now, if I want to describe how was Mark speaking, I need an adverb of manner, okay? So we're going to change quiet and we're going to add ly. Mark was speaking quietly. And usually an adverb of manner goes after the verb, the main verb of the sentence. Okay, let's. Who is the fastest runner in the world? Well, I think his name is Usain Bolt, right? Let's find a picture of Usain Bolt. This guy is very, very, very famous in Canada, right? Why is he so famous? Why is he so famous? Well, that's easy. He is very fast. He is very fast. So here, let's look at this sentence. This word is describing he, right? He is Usain Bolt. That's a noun. So this is an adjective. What's another adjective the same meaning as fast? He is very quick. He is very quick. Right? Let's change. What does he do? What does he do quickly? What does he do? I'm using quick now because fast. Remember, I said we can add ly to an adjective about 90% or 95% of the time. We have some adjectives that we don't add ly to. Example, fast. If I want to say he runs fastly, this is not good English, okay? Fastly is not good English. So actually, we just do this. He runs fast. So here, it is an adjective. It is describing he. Here, it is an adverb. It is describing run. You can hear the bell. You can hear it. So that means we have some questions. A couple questions from Paul. Adding ly adds a degree. No, Paul. No, it doesn't add a degree. No, I don't think I totally understand your question. But adding ly to an adjective usually makes it an adverb. Okay? Example, she sings beautiful. No, right? We're describing sing. So adjective, no. We need an adverb. She sings beautifully. Okay. What's another example? Okay. John cooks bad. This is not good English because this is an adjective. I'm not talking about John. I'm talking about cook. So we're going to add ly to the adjective. Okay, Paul? Yeah, very. Another question from Paul. Very is also an adverb. It's a different kind of adverb. Okay? Paul is asking me, what about very? Well, very is called an adverb of degree. Okay? Degree means level. Okay? If you want to say, I am hungry, this is an adjective. It's describing I. If you want to give it a level, right? Hungry, right? Well, we need an adverb of degree here. I am very hungry. Or what's another adverb of degree, Paul? I am really hungry. Or I am so hungry. These are all adverbs of degree. Now, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this kind of adverb today. So I'm going to erase this. Yen, He runs, be careful, right? And also Oscar, he run quickly. This is 90% correct because don't forget we need an S with run, okay? So he is quick and he runs quickly. He is fast and also, whoops, he runs fast, okay? Does everybody understand that this is special? Usually Lee, but some words no Lee, okay? Sean put a picture in the Facebook group last night about this, right? Late, don't say lately. Lately has a different meaning. It has a different meaning in English, right? You are late. You came to class lately? No, that's a different meaning. So late is an adjective and it's also an adverb. And one more, hard, okay? Example, English grammar is hard. Okay, this is an adjective, right? Because we're describing the noun. English grammar is hard. But last night, I studied. Let's describe the action, study, right? So we need an adverb. I want to use hard, but hardly? Hardly? No. Hardly has a different meaning in English, and I don't want to talk about the meaning. It's not very important today. So we erase Lee, okay? Last night I studied hard. So here, hard is an adjective, and here it is an adverb, okay? Remember, this is not normal. Usually we add ly, okay? All right. Now, any more questions? Paul, yes, she sings beautifully. She sings very beautifully. Very would, yes, Paul, you got it. Paul, that's excellent. You understand. I'm not gonna talk about that now. I wanna talk now more about using adjectives. Okay. Now, when we use adjectives, it's very popular to make a sentence subject plus a verb, a special verb, and an adjective. Okay, now if you want to say I something hungry, usually we would say I am hungry. I am hungry, right? Now here, if we think about this, this is not describing am. This is describing I. But let's go back here, right? He runs quickly, okay? Or let's change that. Usually we'd say he runs fast. So let's change the example. He works quickly. Okay? He works quickly. Okay, let's look here. Okay, let's look at these two sentences. I is the subject. He is the subject. Okay, verb. Am is the verb. Works is the verb. And then hungry is an adjective, right? But this one is not an adjective. This one is an adverb. This is good English and this is good English. So why? What's happening here? Why is this one an adjective and this one an adverb? Well, the answer is because am means be, and be is a linking verb. Okay, a linking verb. What's a linking verb? What's link? You guys know link, right? Like an internet link, right? We use a linking verb. Use a linking verb to connect, to connect a subject with an adjective, okay? Use a normal verb to connect a subject with an adverb. What? Okay, let's wait, let's look at this and let's think about this. Use a linking verb to connect a subject. Okay, so subject, what does that mean, right? Subject plus linking verb. Sorry, I'm having problems typing. Plus adjective. That's the meaning of this. This. Okay, example, I am hungry is an example. Let me change that here. Whoops. Well, I'll leave it, I guess. I am hungry. Okay, use a normal verb to connect a subject with an adverb. What's an example of that? Well, he runs quickly. A normal verb. So this is a normal verb. This is a linking verb. Okay, guys? So what are other linking verbs? What are some other linking verbs? Well, be is the most popular linking verb. Okay? So subject plus be plus adjective. Very popular English. Example, last night the food was delicious, right? Or today it is sunny, right? Okay, adjective, adjective. Why? Because we're using linking verbs. Okay, what's another linking verb? Look. Look is a linking verb. Taste, sound, feel, smell. These are all linking verbs, right? Example, you tired. Okay, tired is an adjective. I could say you, maybe I'm on the phone. Maybe I'm talking on the phone and your voice is like, I could say you sound tired. You sound tired, right? Or, oh, I feel tired. I feel tired, right? Or you look tired. You look tired. Okay, so again, stop. This is an adjective, right? And this is a linking verb. Some more linking verbs, get, become, and stay. Now, this meaning get, become is the same. A very popular way to use get is get married, right? Now, you see my ring. What does this mean about me? What does this mean about me? It means Mark is married. This is an adjective. Mark is hungry. Mark is tired. Mark is married. This is an adjective, right? Now, 6 years ago now, 6 years ago, my wife and I, we did this. What is this called? What is this called? Well, this is called kissing, right? This is called, but a wedding. What do you do at a wedding? What do you do? Well, you become this, right? You become married. Or same thing, get married, right? So I got married, let me push this up here. I got married 6 years ago. Okay, usually we say get married. Okay, so this is, why is this possible, right? We have an adjective after a verb. Why is this possible? Because this is a linking verb. Okay, now we have another question here from Paul. Linking verbs, past, future. Good question, Paul. Paul wants to know, can we use linking verbs about the past or future? Yeah, absolutely. Let's look at some examples. Tonight I will be tired, right? So here we have an adjective after the linking verb, right? Or I will feel tired, right, Paul? Or actually tonight, tonight, what else could we say? Maybe Paul will get married next year, right? That's okay, future. Or like my example here, past, I got married, right? I got married, right? Last night or this morning when I woke up, I was tired. So yeah, absolutely. We can use linking verbs about the past, about the present, about the future. Paul means, are they classed as past, present, or future, or just called linking verbs? I don't understand your question, Paul. I'm sorry. They're just called linking verbs, okay? Um, now let's remember, why are we talking about linking verbs? Because linking verbs, we use a subject plus a linking verb plus an adjective, okay? This is really, really important, guys. Why is this important? Because other times in English, we have a normal verb and an adverb. Okay, so example me, what is this called? This is called typing. I type quickly. Whoa, I type quickly. You see here, this is an adverb, right? So why? What is this sentence? Is it this one? No, it's this one. Okay, or last night, I slept good. No, no, this is not a linking verb. This is an adjective, right? So this is a normal verb. So we must change this to an adverb. Now, do we say goodly? Is that good? Is that good English? No. So remember I said Lee is like 90% of the time, 95% of the time. Well, how do we say goodly? Well, we say well. I slept well. Last night I slept well. Okay, now this is important. This is important later when we start talking about comparisons. And that's what I wanted to talk about last week. I wanted to talk about making comparisons. But I realized that maybe some students don't totally understand adjectives and adverbs. So it's exercise time. Let's practice linking verbs and normal verbs. I made an exercise here, and in the chat, please type what is the missing word here? Okay, now each sentence maybe has more than one correct answer, right? There isn't one correct answer here. So let's do the first one together, just as an example. I'm going to make this bigger. I'm going to make the text a little bit bigger for you so that you can see it. How's that? Okay. All right. He is a very something cook. Okay. He is a very something cook. Now, do we need an adjective or an adverb? Well, what does this word describe? Well, actually, this word describes cook. Now, this is I'm sorry, I'm like Sean right now, right? I'm giving you a difficult exercise. This meaning of cook, is it an action or is it a noun? Is it a job? It's a job, right? He is a teacher. He is a taxi driver. He is a designer. He is a doctor. He is a cook, right? This is a noun. So this word is describing a noun. Well, what kind of word describes a noun? An adjective or an adverb? Well, an adjective. So he is a very what? He is a very maybe good cook. He is a very good cook. Okay. We have a lot of questions. I'm going to answer these questions after the exercise. It doesn't make sense to answer these questions before we start the exercise. So you guys in the chat, please write number 2 and the word. Number 3 and the word. Number 4 and the word. Okay, I'm going to disappear and I'll come back in about 2 minutes. Okay, guys, thank you. I see a lot of your answers here, and they look great. Lots of different answers, which is great, which is good. So let's talk about the answers quickly. I can't speak English. I can't speak English. Oscar, well. Amer, I think your name is Skonix Gamer. Amer, well, good job. Che James, well, good job. Greg Nesdom, well, good job. Selma Bugataya, well, good job, excellent. Lots of people. Another Selma. We'll call you Selma. You got your answer correct too. Well, yeah, because we're describing speak, so we need an adverb. This milk tastes a little what? Okay. Well, this word is not describing milk. It's describing tastes. Well, it's not totally true, but this is a linking verb. This is a linking verb. So that means we can use an adjective here, right? Amr got bad, excellent, good job. Any more answers for number 3? Che James, bitter. I like that. Bitter, maybe a new word for some people. Bitter. Yeah, bitter is maybe not sweet, right? It's bitter. Good job. I like that. Yen, this milk tastes badly. Okay, yen, yen hai. Remember, this is a linking verb. So if you can say bad, that's okay. An adjective is okay, bad. Any more? Oscar, sourly, right? Sour is an adjective, right? We don't need an adverb because this is a linking verb, okay, Oscar? It's okay to make mistakes, guys. That's why we're here, right? That's how we learn English. Number 4, I am getting, this is a linking verb, right? It means becoming. I am getting, well, what's the answer here? Okay, Arguia. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Arguia, hungry. Good job. I like it. I'm getting hungry. Che James, hungry. Kao Sasad, hungry. I'm sorry, guys. I don't. My pronunciation of your names is terrible. Oscar, hungry. Good job. Number 5, I have been feeling. Okay, well, feel is a linking verb, right? I have been feeling kind of. Okay, ooh, Che, I like your answers. Dizzy, dizzy. I've been feeling kind of dizzy. Very good. Oscar, sick. Very good. Yen Hai, sick. Good job, Yen Hai. Selma, sick. Kiran, awatade, sick. Very good, guys. Arguia, ill. Good. Ill is another word which means sick. Excellent. Number 6, please don't open this door. It must stay. Stay is a linking verb. What's another way to say stay? Well, we have a class here from Texas, grade 4 class, Ms. Herbert's class. Thank you. Hi, guys. How are you today? But Kashan in Miss Herbert's class asked, can we say remain married? Can we say this? And Kashan, thank you for the question. What does remain mean? Well, remain means stay. Yeah. So actually, stay or remain, they're kind of the same meaning, and they are linking verbs, right? Yeah, so Kashan, you can say this. You can say this. So gosh, how can we say that? Stay married. I don't want to get, what's the opposite of married? What's the opposite? You know, you get married and then you get divorced. I don't want to get divorced. I want to remain married, right? I want to stay married. Same thing. So thank you, Kashan. I'm sorry it took a long time to answer your question, but very good. It must stay. Okay, so please don't open this door. Let's look at some answers here. Number 6, Aaron, closed. Selma, closed. Amr, no answer. Ooh, Amr. Yeah, so be careful. What is the adjective? Well, the adjective is closed, okay? It's really confusing. Open and closed, right? The door is open. The door is closed, okay? So this is a linking verb, so we need an adjective. It must stay closed. Okay, number 7, why are you speaking so? Is this a linking verb? No, it's not. So we need an adverb. Why are you speaking so? Okay, and then here, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. So we have some choices here. Paul wrote softly. Thank you, Paul. That's perfect. What's another way to say speaking softly? Well, we can say Ligia oru. Thank you. Quietly. Excellent. Excellent. Aaron, quietly. thank you. Oscar, quietly. Alice, quietly. Great. Number 8, I can't believe you did your homework. You did your homework. Is this a linking verb? No, it isn't. You did your homework so something. Was it really easy? Was it really easy? Well, what did John write? John, where is John's answer? Rapidly. I can't believe you did your homework so rapidly. Yeah, probably it's more common just to say fast, right, John? But I know you're trying to use higher level vocabulary, and I appreciated it. Quickly, Quran, yeah, quickly, yeah, or fast, okay. Why do you look? Is this a linking verb? Yes. So we need an adjective. Why do you look so? Number 9, tired. Good job, guys. Why do you look so tired? Number 10, I wish I could use chopsticks. What's chopsticks? Can you guys use chopsticks? These are chopsticks, okay? Can you use them? I can use them. Most people in Vancouver can use them. I wish I could use chopsticks. Is this a linking verb? No, it isn't. Right? So, answer number 10, Paul, well. Valerie, well, hey, Valerie, I recognize you from the Facebook group. Number 10, number 10, number 10, number 10, number 10. Aaron, 10, suitably? I don't think so, John. Suitably is not correct. Well is the good answer, or correctly, okay? My father made dinner last night, unfortunately. What does that mean? That means I'm not happy. I'm not happy about this. Why am I not happy about this? He cooks, well, Quran, good job, Quran. He cooks badly. Yeah, he cooks badly. Yeah. Okay, Aaron, awful. I like it, but this is not a linking verb, so we need an adverb here, right? He cooks awfully. He cooks awfully. Good job. And guys, do you know what awful means? Awful means really bad. Really bad. Okay, so he cooks awfully. Good job, Aaron. Any more answers? No, I don't see any more answers for number 11. Number 12, last one, the iPhone 6S Plus. You guys know this phone, right? It's like super big, right? The iPhone 6S Plus is quite big. I think my hands and pockets would be too... Okay, what's the verb here? It's a little difficult. What's the verb? Be. And be is a linking verb, right? So we use an adjective. My hands and pockets would be too what? Too what? Look at your answers here. Okay, Yen Hai, we'll use your answer. Small. I think my hands and pockets would be too small for it. You guys, great job. Some mistakes, right? But, you know, I think we learned the general difference between linking verbs and normal verbs. Let me know in the comments if you learned, if you feel more comfortable about that. So let's close this and let's move on. Now we understand when do we use adjectives and when do we use adverbs. Now there's one thing I want to talk about, and that's much. We had some questions last week about much. Now it's very common to say, let me see here, a lot. Example, last night I slept a lot. I slept a lot. Okay, this is very popular. So let's do another example. Oh, I'm a little fat because he loves food. I love food. Okay, I'm sorry, but I love food. He eats what? A lot. He eats a lot, right? So this is really common, just to say a lot. Don't say much. Don't say much here. Okay. Um, so some students were asking me about that. It's usually common to say after a verb to say a lot. Okay, a lot. The opposite, of course, is a little. I slept a little last night, right? Or she's on a diet. She is eating only a little these days because she's on a diet. Okay, now let's, before, it's about 9:42 here, so we've done about 45 minutes or 40 minutes of the class. So we have about 20 more minutes here. Let's talk a little bit again about what we talked about last week. As plus an adjective or an adverb plus as. And do you remember the meaning of this? As plus adjective or adverb, it means equal or the same, right? So example, I am 175, I don't know actually, because in Canada we don't use this, we use the crazy American system, right? I am 100, I'm sorry, Miss Herbert's class. It's not crazy, but most countries in the world use centimeters, right? And in Canada, we follow the American system, feet and inches. So actually, I don't know how many centimeters. Kashan, do you know how many centimeters you are, your height? Anyways, I think I'm 175 centimeters. And you are 100 and I should use a comma here, right? I'm teaching students how to use commas and I make a mistake. I'm 175 centimeters, we should write tall, and you are 175 centimeters tall. What does that mean? We are equal, we are the same, right? So we can do I am as, right? I as, okay, this is a linking verb, right? So do we use an adjective or an adverb? Well, we use an adjective, right? I am as tall as you. Understand? I am as tall as you. Okay, let's look at an example. Let me think. Who is, well, we can compare Mark and Sean, okay? And Mark and Sean are teachers. And by the way, if you don't know Sean is also a teacher. He is the director, the academic director of the school where we work. And he teaches every day at 3 p.m. So, and his classes are higher level. So remember, it's a little bit higher, and he talks a lot about writing and how to be a good writer. So yeah, every day, Wednesday, 3 o'clock, join Sean's class too. Anyways, Mark and Sean and their teachers, right? I think my students tell me Mark is a good teacher, okay? I hope. So what does that mean? Mark teaches, okay, this is a linking verb, right? But this is not a linking verb, so we need an adverb. But Sean, let's put this here. Sean teaches well too. Okay, I say Google likes this sentence, right? Now, I don't know who is better, but just for today's example, let's say Mark teaches well, Sean teaches well, and they're the same. Okay, maybe not the same, I don't know. Maybe Sean is better than me, but we'll ask Selma that. No, Selma can't. Well, I think Selma would choose Sean, but anyways, Mark teaches, okay, same. So as well as Sean. Mark teaches as well as Sean. Did Selma answer the question? No? Okay, Selma, don't say who teaches better, okay? Anyways, here we have a sentence and it means Mark, Sean, same, equal, right? And we're using an adverb because this is not a linking verb. Okay, this should be easier for you now, right? Remember, it's really common to say not as, as. And it means it's not the same. They're not equal. Okay? Example, me, I have Mark has a Volkswagen. This is German, so the spelling is difficult. I have a Volkswagen, and Sean is the boss, so Sean is rich, so he has a Lamborghini. It's not true, but he has a Lamborghini. Do you guys know Lamborghini? Not many Lamborghinis where I live, but here's a Lamborghini. And a Volkswagen, let's check Volkswagen, just so if you don't know cars. Here is a Volkswagen. So I have a car like this, and Sean has a car like this. Okay, so Mark isn't the same. Mark isn't the same for what? Well, we'll say rich. Mark isn't as rich as Sean. Okay. We have a question here from Hiroshi Kitahara-san. Your name sounds familiar, Hiroshi. Were you in my class a long time ago? I think I know you. I think I remember you. After Sean, can we put does? Okay. So what for the higher level students, I'm going to teach you something here. You can use a name, you can use a subject pronoun plus an auxiliary, or you can use just an object pronoun. What is Mark talking about? What is Mark talking about? Okay, well, Mark isn't as rich as Sean. How can we change Sean to a pronoun? Him. Okay, but what's a subject pronoun for Sean? Well, let's just copy this sentence. Well, let's write it. Mark isn't as rich as subject he plus the auxiliary he is. These sentences are the same, Hiroshi, okay? So you're asking me, Hiroshi, Mark teaches well as Sean. Okay, yes. So Mark teaches as well as him is okay. Mark teaches as well as Sean, so a name is okay. But also Mark teaches as well as, and a subject pronoun or a name plus an auxiliary. So what's the auxiliary, Hiroshi? Well, you're totally right. What is the auxiliary? The auxiliary verb is does. Okay, now guys, if you don't understand this very well, that's okay. That's okay. All right, this is a little bit higher level. Okay, and don't worry about it, right? If you understand this, that's okay. That's great. This is a little bit more difficult. And we can talk about this more later. Let Lane know, let me know in the comments. Okay, Hiroshi, excellent question. Hiroshi, were you in my class a long time ago, maybe last year? Please let me know. Okay, where am I? Okay, so he isn't as rich as he is. Okay, let's do another activity to finish class. And I want you guys to complete my sentences. Oh, I forgot something here. I wanted to talk much before we do the activity. Now, Mark eats a lot. We talked about. Now, my friend Zach is in the chat too. I can see, right? Zach also eats a lot. Now, who eats more, Zach? Do you think you eat more, or do you think I eat more? I think you eat more, right? So Mark doesn't eat. Okay, now what do we do? Do we do? So we wanna say as something as Zach, right, Hiroshi? And we can say what's the auxiliary verb? The auxiliary, well, we could say does. Okay, Hiroshi, that's right. Now, what do we do here? How do we, what, what do we say in the middle here? Do we say as a lot as? No. We should say, whoa, Kishan is 142 centimeters. Good job, Kishan. Did you just measure that? Anyways, sorry. But what do we say here, right? Mark eats a lot. Zach also eats a lot. Well, Mark doesn't eat. Okay, we should say, in English, we say much as. Okay? All right, let's do another example. Last night, no, today is Wednesday, so 2 nights ago, I slept for, it's not true, just an example, 11 hours. And last night, I slept for only, I don't know, 6 hours, example, right? So which one was more? Well, 2 nights ago, right? 2 nights ago. So I didn't sleep as much as, we should say, I did 2 nights ago. So here we need to say the subject and the auxiliary. I guess this is okay. It's not great English because we're not really, it's not very clear, so I did is better. But I want you guys to focus on this. I didn't sleep as much as I did 2 nights ago. So, so change a lot to much. Let's do one more exercise, and I want you guys to use your own ideas. Use your own ideas. Let me make this bigger again because maybe it's a little difficult for you to see. Okay, so use your own ideas. Some Porsches are, okay, linking verb. So we have an adjective, as expensive as Lamborghinis. Okay, so in this exercise, guys, please write the full sentence. Okay, example, in the chat, B, not as comfortable as. Okay, not as comfortable as. Well, okay, what's an example? Well, the floor, the floor. Okay, this is an adjective, right? So we need a linking verb. The floor, what's a linking verb? Is. The floor is not as comfortable as the bed, right? Maybe if we're sleeping, right? The floor is not as comfortable as the bed. So I know this is a lot of typing, guys, but in the chat, if you want me to check your answer, please write B, the floor is not as comfortable as the bed. Please type everything, okay? C, not as easy. This is an adjective, so we need a linking verb, right? Okay, so this is the last exercise. Again, in the chat, please type the letter and your sentence. Okay, and I'll come back in about 4 minutes or so. Okay, guys. Excellent answers. I'm watching you. I'm watching your answers in the chat. I stopped the exercise a little early because we're running out of time. We are running out of time. That's a really popular phrasal verb in English. Run out of. Anyways, let's look at the answers. Let's look at C. Okay. So James, or James, I don't know. That's my Spanish pronunciation. James. Maybe that's your name, or maybe it's James. I don't know. The exam is not good. The exam is not. So this is an adjective. So we need a linking verb. Excellent. Valerie Contreras, mathematics. Excellent. And look, guys, look. Mathematics. Sean talked about this last week. I don't know if you were in the class, Valerie, but look. Mathematics is. That's correct. That's correct. Good job. Because it's a subject. It's a subject, so we use is, not are. Any other answers? Paul, it's. Excellent. It's not. Oh, Alice, or I'm sorry, I don't know your name. Playing guitar is not as easy as it looks. Excellent answers. Now D, I'm interested to see your answers about D because this is an adverb. So we don't use a linking verb here. All right, let's look at your answers here. Veronica, I study, or Veronica, right? I study English. Don't need language, Veronica, okay? You don't need language, just say English. I study English as much as I can. That's wonderful, excellent. Good job, you didn't use a linking verb. Oh, great student, okay. D, Argia Lassen, I study French as much as I can. I study French as much as I can. Diana, how are you, Diana? I will exercise as much as I can. Yeah, I know, me too. Excellent. Okay, E. This is an adverb. This is an adverb, so don't put linking verbs here. Okay, E. Rais. I finished reading. I finished reading almost as well as what? Okay, be careful. Your sentence has a couple mistakes because this is past, right? So this should be past, right? Now, I don't understand what you mean, finished reading almost as well. You finished reading? Maybe just read is okay. All right, let's look at another answer. Ooh, Valerie, I can cook almost as well as my mother. Now, excellent answer. And for the higher level students, you can also use the auxiliary, right? As my mother can. It's not necessary, but it is possible. Any other answers for F? Excuse me, E. What? Marianne, you changed your name. I dance almost as well as an elephant. Good. I dance almost as well as an elephant. Okay. Does that mean you're a bad dancer? I don't know. Are elephants good dancers? I don't know. Maybe that's a French idiom. I don't know. But do we say that in English? Guys?
Huh?
No, we don't say that. Okay. But anyways, that was funny, Marianne. Okay, and let's do a couple more. We're running out of time. F, as soon as possible. As soon as possible. As soon. Well, let's check a dictionary here. Let's open Oxford Learner's Dictionary. If you guys are not sure, look, this is how you do it. Open a dictionary, type soon. Now, why am I checking soon? Because it's an adverb, right? It's an adverb. So we don't say soonly, we just say soon. Soon is an adverb, right? So don't use a linking verb here, all right? Linking verbs, remember, you need adjectives. So the answer F, I will do my homework. Good job, Diana. I will do my homework as soon as possible. Do is not a linking verb. Good job, Diana. Arguialasan, I complete. Yeah, good job, complete. Risvana Rice, I will message you. I will message you as soon as possible. Excellent answers, guys. Let's do one more and then we're going to finish. G, as often as I would like. Okay, this is an adverb. What does would like mean? Well, this means want, right? So what can we say? This one's a little difficult. G, as often as I would like. What's your name? Erin. I go theater as often as I would like. Okay, usually we say the theater, Erin. But guys, I'm sorry, this is another difficult one, and I'm sorry we're going to finish class on a difficult one. But we say this to talk about things we wish we did more often. Okay, we want to do these things more often. Okay, we want to do these things. So it's usually negative. Example, I don't go to the theater as often as I would like. I don't go to the theater as often as I would like. Okay, it's very common to say negative. So this is for higher level students. G, I do not travel. Diana understood, right? I don't travel. Diana, you're smart. I don't cook as often. Valerie, you're a very good cook, but I don't cook as often as I would like. All right. Risvana, I watch TV as often as usually if it's not negative, if you want to say I always watch TV, you say I watch TV as often as I want or as often as I like. Okay? But if you want to say, oh, I don't watch TV, I want to watch TV more in my life, we say I don't watch TV as often as I would like. Would like is kind of like we're imagining. Anyways, we're going to stop there. We've done about an hour and 10 minutes, so we should stop there. I'm gonna keep doing this every week. So guys, come back next week, same time. Sean is doing a class today at 3 o'clock. So that's in 5 hours from now. And he's doing it on parallel structure, which is a really important part of writing academic English or just high-level English. Join our Facebook group. I'm sure Zach has put the link in the chat many times. And tell your friends, please. Tell your friends, tell students in your classes about this class, about the Facebook group. You are the only way we can grow, and we need to grow to continue to do this. So we depend on you. We need you to help us to tell people about these videos. So thank you for doing that, and we'll see you next week. Bye.